June is National Homeownership Month. Did you know that the rate of homeownership in the 1940s was around 40%, whereas today we enjoy a homeownership rate of over 65%? Now, one of the things that caused that was the Great Depression in the 1930s, because that ushered in the passage of the National Housing Act, which created the FHA loan, which we all know its purpose is to make credit more available for lending and refinancing, because today with an FHA loan, the down payment requirement is 3.5%, whereas before the National Housing Act in the 1930s, you would have to put down a significant amount of money, and there was no regulation in terms of what that would look like. You'd go to your bank and say, hey, I want to buy Joe's house down the street, and you'd make whatever deal the bank was willing to make with you, and there was no government insurance on the program until the passage of the National Housing Act and the creation of the FHA. Now, one of the challenges, of course, is that FHA loan, between the time that it was created in the 1930s up to the Federal Fair Housing Act of 1968, less than 2% of FHA loans were issued to non-white families in our country. So although we saw the rate of homeownership increase from 40% to over 65% nationwide, what we saw is that the rate of homeownership among people of color in our communities has still sort of lagged far behind the rate of homeownership among white families. So that's something that we can all do to create better outcomes. As Maya Angelou said, the ache for home lives in all of us, the safe place where we can go as we are and not be questioned. Whatever you decide to do this month, let's work together and make sure that there is room for a home in St. Louis for everyone. Take care.